Hey guys, what is up? Faz here. In this video, I will teach you a simple auto block trading strategy that you can use right now and become profitable. This one has to be one of my favorite trading strategies, and honestly, this one is the best strategy out of all of the other strategies that I've uploaded on this channel. If you don't believe me, watch this video and go back test it yourself. Okay? So, without wasting any time, let's get on with the video. So we are going to use two time frames for this strategy. We're going to use the daily time frame and the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so we are going to frame our trade on the daily time frame, and we're going to take and execute our trade on the 15 minutes time frame. So here are the rules. On the daily time frame, what you have to do is to identify the auto flow. Are we respecting bullish PD areas, right? Or are we respecting bearish PD areas? What are PD areas? They are premium and discount areas, right? It could be an auto block, could be a fair value gap. So if the price is constantly respecting the bullish fair value gap or auto blocks and it's going up, then the auto flow is bullish. So we have to trade in that direction. Similarly, if the price is respecting the bearish PD areas, which would be the auto block, fair value gap, volume imbalance, then the auto flow is to be called like in a bearish state. Okay, so we have to trade in that direction. So what is the strategy? Okay, so for this example, let's say that the auto flow is bullish. So you look at the chart, you come at the chart on the daily time frame, look at the recent price action. Where are we going? Are we going up? If we are going up, what you want to do now is you have to mark out auto blocks below the price action. Daily auto blocks, okay? So there could be an auto block here, let's say, over here, right? And there could be a low formed here. So what you want to do is you want to use your fib from, oops, my bad. You want to use your fib from the low to the high. And let's say that the auto block is somewhere here. Okay, you wait for price to come back into discount and also touch the auto block. So let's say there's an auto block here, right? This line over here, cool. And price comes back into the auto block. Now the auto block could be above the 0.5 and some part of it could be down, right? In that discount, and it's absolutely fine. You have to look for market structure shift on 15-minute time frame when price comes back into the daily auto block, and make sure that price is below the 0.5 level on the daily time frame. Once price comes back into your auto block, you drop down to 15-minute time frame, and you want to look for a market structure shift during kill zone hours. This is very important. The market structure shift must happen during kill zone hours. Okay, so let's say, okay, watch this very carefully. Price touched your auto block outside the kill zone hours, and then price is going up. You cannot take another trade until this low is taken out, because now this is liquidity. So if you think that price came back here and you, let's say, get a market structure shift outside the kill zone hours, right? And price could be going up. When the new kill zone session starts, this level becomes liquidity, okay? So you want to see a clean structure or a liquidity sweep. If that's the case, if there was a market structure shift outside kill zone hours, you want to see this low taken out and then a refresh market structure shift during kill zone hours, and you target 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. What are the kill zone hours? 2 a.m. till 5 or 6. I would actually say 6, right? 6 a.m. New York time. Now that is your London session, okay? And 7 a.m. till 11:30 a.m. is your New York session, New York time, okay? So what you can do, you can go to here and choose New York local time, which would be UTC4 right here, so you don't get confused. So notice what I said. You have price coming back into the daily auto block, right? You want to see a market structure shift happen during kill zone hours. So let's say price comes back into your auto block. the shift in the market structure, as I said, should happen during the kill zone hours. It could be this or the New York session. If price came back and had a market structure shift outside the kill zone hours, then you would be looking for this low to be taken out. Okay, once that low is taken out and price is still in the auto block, so I'm gonna mark out the high and low of the auto block. So let's say these two lines is a complete auto block from high to low. Price must be in the auto block. It cannot violate the low of the auto block and then give you a market structure shift. If that happens, then that is not a valid setup. Price must be in the daily auto block. So you simply wait for market structure shift, take your entry from the auto block that forms on the 15-minute time frame. Your entry also must be during the kill zone hours, and you look to target 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. Since we're looking at daily time frame, you can even go for 1 to 4. But I would suggest you stick with 1 to 3, or if you want to be really conservative, you can just go for 1 to 2. So this is the whole setup, guys. Literally, you don't need anything else. You don't need other ICT concepts. This is it. This is what you need. You are following the trend. You are trading in the trend's direction. And that is literally it, guys. Now, a lot of people ask me, how do we spot a reversal, right? So let's say we are going higher on a daily time frame and the auto flow is, let's say, bullish. How do you anticipate that the market is going to reverse from here? So what you want to do is you want to go to the weekly time frame and you want to look for a clear, significant high. So let's say there's a significant high here, right, on the weekly time frame. So if this level, this liquidity point is taken out, then you can anticipate a reversal. Okay, and it has to be a significant point. So enough with the this thing over here. Let's get on with the examples. All right, guys, so here is example number 1. I'm looking at AUD USD on the daily time frame, and as you can clearly see that the order flow is bearish. Okay, so now what you have to do, what I would do is I look at the price. Let's say price is here, right? What I would do is I would mark out every single order block, right? So here is the thing. As I've explained this in my previous videos before, when you're looking at the higher time frame, which is our daily, right? So what is an auto block? It is consecutive bullish or consecutive bearish candles before, you know, a market structure shift, right? So for example, let me give you an example right here. Right here, this bullish candle, right? It's an auto block. And over here, this consecutive bearish candles, right? This is an auto block. However, when we are looking at the daily time frame, we do not want to choose two candles. Okay, we want to only refine it to the last candle. So ICT says an auto block is consecutive bearish candles that take out liquidity, and then you have a market structure shift, right? So this right here is an auto block, but on the daily time frame, we're going to choose this to refine our entry. And once we have a market structure shift on the 15-minute time frame, we are going to use the original auto block. We are not going to refine it because we will miss entry most of the time. So remember, on daily time frame, when we're looking for a price to come back here, we only choose the last candle of the auto block, right? And when we are on the 15 minutes and we get a market structure shift, we're going to choose the whole auto block as our entry. And auto blocks are not wicks, it's only the bodies. So this is the body of the auto block, so that would be your auto block. Wicks do not matter. So as you can see, we have this two auto blocks marked out, and as you can see, price went to our auto block. So let's drop down to 15 minutes time frame here and see what happened, right? So this was the lower auto block, we got no reaction here. This is the higher auto block. So you can see we have a higher high, higher low, and then a higher high right here. So we take out liquidity, and right after that, we have a market structure shift. So how do you identify lows and highs? Clear lows and highs. There's this indicator, fractals, that I use. And if you go here, you can type in fractals, right? And it's by Rachel_T, right? So this is going to give you proper zones. So if this level breaks, that is your market structure shift, all right? So you can use this. So I'm going to disable it for now. So right here, you can see price didn't close below this low, so that was not a market structure shift for me. You can see we broke this structure, and that was during kill zone hours right there. What do we have here? We have this auto block, and we also have this fair value gap. And right away, you can see if you took your entry from auto block from here, absolutely fine. If you took your entry from the fair value gap, both are fine. Your stop would go right above the high, and you would simply look to target 1 to 3. And there you go. That is your take profit hit right away. So this is very powerful. If you find this setup, now here's the thing, okay? It's sometimes you are only going to find 2 to 3 setups per week. And that is looking at all the pairs, okay? All the pairs except from here. You don't want to look at these, okay? Just above NZD CHF. Look at every single pair, okay? Every single pair, and you will get 3 to 4 or even 5 setups per week. Sometimes though, you will only get 2 to 3 setups, and that is absolutely fine, guys. You have to train your mind. You don't have to overtrade. You have to find one quality setup and then trade it. Okay? If you're going to trade a lot, you are going to lose a lot. That is, I'm speaking from my experience. The less you trade, the more you make. I'm not even kidding. So this was a beautiful example. The order flow was bearish on the daily. We looked for market structure shift during kills on hours. That happens right here at 5:15. Then we get our entry at 7:30 or 7:15. And then the take profit was hit in a couple of hours. And we scored 1 to 3. So let me give you guys one more example and then I will end the video. All right, guys. So here is example number 2. I'm looking at GBP AUD on the daily time frame. And right here, you can see that the auto flow is clearly bullish. We are respecting this auto block, we're respecting the fair value gap and whatnot. So we are going up, right? What do you see here? Which auto block would you choose here? Since we note that the auto flow is bullish, we can simply use this as our support or auto block, okay? It doesn't have to be a market structure or break of structure, okay? Price don't have, it's not necessary for price to do a break of structure for that auto block to be valid. This, for me, is a valid auto block for this strategy, okay? So before moving on, if you want to join my community and get my course, you can do it for just $97. What benefits do you get after enrolling? For just one-time payment, you get private Discord server where I share my own trades, basically signals, monthly course updates with new videos, and we got an awesome community of successful traders. When you get the course, you get the SMC basics. So if you're starting out, this is must. Then you get the trading strategies, and I explain each and every single strategy in detail. And then we have the endgame section, which is one of my favorite, like it's my favorite actually, section of the course. You get all the sauce and like everything that ICT, most of the stuff that ICT has taught right now. Some proof here, a lot of students passed the challenge, only a couple of them here because I want to keep my website clean. And this is it. There will be a course update coming out next month and the price will go to $150. So if you want to grab it for like 97, you can do it right now. Without wasting any time, let's get on with the video. So here's the auto block. Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame and wait for price to come back into our auto block. So we're gonna wait, and right here, what do we have? Price came back into our auto block. So now we're gonna simply wait for a market structure shift. And right away, what do we have? We have this fractal high broken. So that is our market structure shift. Now, remember consecutive bearish candles right here. This would be my auto block, and this is from where I would take my entry. So I would go long just right here, put my stop right below this low, and I would go for 1 to 3. Or let's go for 1 to 4 this time. So notice our market structure shift happened during kiloton hours, which is 7 a.m. Our entry is at 7:30, so that is absolutely beautiful. And if I play this through, you can see that price just goes up. So if you held, you could have gotten like this. So this is an absolutely insane strategy that you can use. Ask yourself, you are using a daily auto block, and the banks and market makers only trade weekly, daily, and 4 hours time frame. Okay, so when you get a setup like this, Guys, trust me, you're just gonna see the price shoot through your take profit, and you will thank yourself that you are actually applying this strategy in your like daily routine. You can easily pass your challenges, right? Every single thing with this strategy. You want to be consistently profitable? Use this thing. Don't use anything else. Hell, don't even buy my course. It's not even necessary. This is what you need. This is like premium content, guys. I'm giving you everything for free. Okay, that is it. Just go backtest, and please share your results in the comments, because I want to see like genuine feedback. I'll see you guys on next Sunday. Goodbye. Mwah.